Today is gonna be a good day. Stock rising, units flying, we getting paid. They throwing shade cause I stuck in different colorways. Trying to line me up to get ahead, but they can't catch my waves. Mess around.
Hey, thanks for stopping by today. It's your boy, KD Cuts, where I'm bringing my barbershop experience to a home and ear near you. Thanks for tuning in to Head to Head Podcast, where we could be talking about sports, manhood, and anything else that goes on in the barbershop. Tune in. We got a special one today. Let's do it. All right, man. How you been, bro? Good, all right?
Yeah, cooling. I mean, everything's been great. No complaints on this end. Glad to be back at KD Cut. Getting
Yes,
a
sir.
freshie.
Yes, sir.
You know
So what you thinking? What you want to do today? Regular fade, like the clean fade, ball fade, skin tight.
Yeah.
You still want to do the shadow on the beard, right?
Hey, I'm weak. Yeah, same joint. High fade, high ball fade.
You went as low as last time on top. I'm just trying you say bring it down real low on top.
Yeah, but you could do it
You do a little darker?
A little darker, yeah.
All right.
I was gonna grow it out, and I'm semi-balding back there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean, this is no pattern baldness is a real thing. Most guys experience that at the early ages of 19, 20 years old. So
yeah, but I don't know why I'm aging backwards.
Hey,
might be starting over. That's some new growth.
I got a receding hairline, bro. So I'm balding in a different spot, bro.
Right. I'm about to have
same pain, different spot.
I'm gonna have that George Jefferson by the time I'm 5 years from now, but I ain't gonna speak that into existence.
Nah. I mean, you got your hair is good enough to, like, if you get a clean fade, bro, your shit's still fire.
I might rock. I think when I get older, I would rock the Einstein for sure.
Bro, I've done that for summer 2023, bro.
And
I cut my junk bald for a whole summer. Like, it was like a whole 6 month period. I was like bald, bro.
I'm saying I'm gonna keep the sides and leave the top bald.
Oh, you talking about the Uncle Phil?
I'm rocking that.
Oh,
and I'm
man.
gonna be proud about it too. I'm doing a 21-day fruit fast, and it is busting my ass.
Damn. So what is that? What is that fasting encompass? Or the free fast specifically? What is that all about? Because I've heard of it, but I don't know the details of it.
So right now I'm doing a mono fruit fast. It's all organic products, and you try to stay on the seeded route. So if you eat watermelons, you need to go with black watermelon seeds. Now the grocery stores and stuff, they don't even have that, but it's a lot of nutrition that are packed into watermelon seeds. And then papaya, try to stay with the berry family. And I do pineapples every now and again. What else? Melons, berries. Yeah, that's really... I try to stay away from the starchier fruits, so bananas and avocados, because they're high in fat.
High in fat, yep.
And they run the calories up. So, yeah. The water fruits, man, that have you detoxing, healing your body. My mental space and capacity right now is a lot more free, open. The first retreat I went on last year, it changed my life, man. So
for real?
I really want to go there with the clarity. I don't want to really go back on meats and all those other things until I finish that experience. Because Marival is the one Oprah goes to. So and for everybody to know what that is, it's a wellness retreat in Arizona, in Tuscan.
Gotcha. How'd you find out about the retreat though? Like, who put you on? Is it something that you can it came across social media? Somebody tell you about it?
No, I'm actually going there for a job opportunity. So one of my clients that I have, long-term clients, is taking her community out there.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. What's going on, y'all? I'm a branding strategist. My name is Jamie Johnson. I help clients scale their businesses to 6-7 figures through videography, cinematography, and photography. But I love what I do, man. It's like every generation should be better than the last.
Definitely.
In a lot of ways,
Yep.
So it's up to us to learn what ways that we can make it better.
Definitely. Is it? Has anyone else that you know in your circle has gone on this retreat as well, or?
Nope.
Okay.
Have not, but I rave about it. When I went last year, it was at a different one in Arizona. But when I say like it was life changing, it was life changing, man. It was the first time I took therapy, like a therapy class, or just had one-on-one therapy. I also did this. I can't even remember the name. It's like sporadic dance or something dance. But it was, what they did was they put us in a room. It was probably no more than 15 of us in one room. It was kind of small, similar to like yoga studios. And then they were like, hey, you know, we're going to play 10 songs and we want you all, and this is therapy, by the way, one form of therapy. And they were like, we just want you to dance to the music. You know, it doesn't matter who's watching, what you feel, how you feel. We just want you to dance. Just be present where you are, live in the moment, and just don't think about what other people think. And in my community, my circles, I can only speak for my experiences. Yo, my friends, they always care about what people think. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, we all do to a degree, right? Like, be honest, right?
We could all, you hear people always saying like, man, I don't care what people think, but yeah, internally you do in a lot of ways, in your own way. And one of those ways for me was, you know, dancing in front of people, singing in front of people. Right. I hate crowds, doing things in crowds, you know, unless I had a little liquid courage in me. But this one was like no alcohol, so it's like you had to just face what it was. Right. And first song, you could just feel the tension in the room, man. It was just like, the air was thick. Everybody's looking around like, wow, like, you know, is this person gonna dance first, or what are they gonna do? Man, by song 4, when I say, bro, like I've never felt so free in my life. It was just like nobody cared who was in the room. Like nobody cared. We're in there dancing. People up there climbing the wall. People doing flips. I don't know what the hell people was doing, but it was just like, I'm like, bro, hey, I better not catch y'all out in public dancing like this. Right. But the thing was, it was like, that's who they were in that moment. Yeah. And didn't care. And I know I didn't. By the 8th song, I'm going to tell you, I was tired. Right. But it was like when you face your fears and you get through something that you were afraid to do, like, it's like one of the most gratifying experiences. Yeah, definitely. So that's why I'm just like excited to like have more experience and kind of like push my limits more to learn more about myself. You know? Definitely, bro. That sounds very empowering, bro. So definitely gotta give you kudos on that. Yeah, man. We might have to do something in DC. Yeah, facts. Have different little obstacles for people to go through. Definitely. There be so many things, bro. So many ideas. It's like, and it feel like it's not enough time in the day. Yeah. And I feel like people here are very supportive. I think when I first moved here a couple years ago, it was the biggest thing that I would always hear, that everybody's quarrel was like the dating in DC was just terrible. Yeah. I mean, like, I can't really speak to that, but I have friends who can definitely went through some experience here in DC when it comes to that. Yeah, everybody was saying the same thing, so I was just like, man, how could I solve that problem? And I'm a lover, man. I love love. Right. You know, I'm the R&B guy. I'm still in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I'm that person. So I was just Love Jones. I was like, let me come up with something where I could add value to the dating scene. So I created an app called Braille. Yep. And last year, before the app Braille existed, it was like I was doing setting up people on blind dates. And the men were very hesitant. They were like, yo, because we're front-end people, we go off of looks. Like, yeah, I don't care what you say. This person could have every box checked, but does she look good? Right. I mean, it's in our nature, right? That's just who we are, right? We're very visual people. And we are, and I feel like we are to a certain extent. I feel like we are visual people because we care about what our peers think about our mate, you know? 100%. So I feel like if you were to take out that experience from men, then they would have better luck or better opportunities to find what they're actually looking for. And the women are a little different. They're back end, so they care more about the optics, or, you know, what do you have, or what can you offer? How tall are you? Like, it's like, okay. And we have two completely different mindsets. And I was like, you know what? If I put these people on a blind date, then they don't have to worry about all the extra stuff. But we do worry about it because we can't control it.
Right.
So they can't see each other. The men like, yo, what she look like, cuz, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see something. And then the ladies is just like, yo, like, what does he do? What
Yeah.
You know, what does he have going on? Like,
Facts.
where does he live? Like, a million questions. It's like,
I mean, they're looking for a leader, essentially. People kind of know what they want, especially as we get older.
Yeah.
People are kind of getting a little bit more like, all right, I know that this is not going to work for me. At least I know up front, like, who you are. And it's no offense to anybody, but it's like, that's not what I'm looking for.
Right.
So
right.
I
Yeah,
think your app is providing that kind of dialect. From what I understand, what you told me about before, is like it's providing a way for people to really figure out, does this have any kind of potential up front?
Right.
And then if it does, let's explore that and go on. Right? Is that how the app is? Okay.
Yeah, because in the app it's completely anonymous, so you can't try to send them your number, you can't try to send them your Instagram, you can't do any of that, but you can have a very intimate, meaningful conversation where it's like, let's just get to the point. It's no fluff, like, you know, I'll throw out a couple different apps that we're all familiar with, like Tinder and Hinge.
Right.
You know, those are, you know, different people use different apps for different things.
Right.
They do have a lot of traffic, but my app is a lot more intentional.
Right.
Like, I can't see you, but I do want to see you.
Right.
So when I get in front of you, you know, it's a whole different ball game. Like, yeah, there might be some drawback on a date, but I'm not an asshole, so I'm not gonna just leave you.
Right, but you know that there's common interest there, right? We done talked about some things blindly.
Yeah.
So like now it's like, even if I'm not wowed and it's initially, or it's kind of awkward for the first 5 minutes, at least I know, like, hey, I do remember, hey, you do like X, Y, Z,
right.
or
you invested, because you would have never proposed that I wanted to go on a date with this person if you didn't like them.
Right.
So it's just like, man, it's a great opportunity, and I think the odds are very high. I had about 6 people go on dates last year, a few this year, and the the results were astonishing, man. Everybody had different things, and I think that I got burnt out last year, speaking on, of manually just setting people up with people I thought that were cool, just to get a proof of concept. But some people were like, "Dog, yo, she was cool. She wasn't like necessarily the woman I would usually go for, but I really liked, you know, her as a person, and I would go on a second date, and then it'll be like, but if you have other matches, I would like to explore that too, because it's like we want options,
right? Versus
just being like, yo, I found my person. You know what I'm saying? This one girl was like, yo, he's perfect.
Wow.
But can you set me up with another date? And I'm like, what? That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
Like, you found the dude.
Yes.
You thought if he's perfect. Like,
yeah. Some people, I feel like some people get in their own way though. Some people, you know, self-sabotage. I don't want to say she was self-sabotaging, but some people they have all these different things going on, man. Mentally. Some people probably feel like it's too good to be true. Like, yo, how could this be? But like, we're programmed nowadays to figure out like what's wrong with this person, when sometimes things can just be so right that no one's perfect, but it's kind of a wow factor to be like, oh my gosh. So I think that your app provides that, and people are kind of like, hold on, whoa.
Right.
I can't believe that this is kind of like an instant match, or like, I can't believe we have so much in common, or I can't believe I want to go on a second date, because they're so used to other apps not providing that same initial chemistry, essentially.
Right. Yeah, everybody's dubbing the dating apps right now. But then again, certain apps are thriving, but then some get a bad rep because it's just like, this is a hookup app or whatever.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes, man. Got all the, you know, paperwork and business and stuff aligned, set up. So now I'm just waiting on the big,
what month of year you expecting to launch? Like, you thinking summer 2026, or what you thinking?
I'm thinking fall.
Okay.
Only because summer, everybody outside.
True.
Yeah, everybody outside.
True.
And our attention span ain't gonna be that. So fall comes, we gearing up to hibernate.
Down and yeah. So, gearing up for hibernation, and you're gonna find a lot more people probably willing to be on the app.
Yeah.
A lot more, because obviously for various reasons. Holiday season, they like savings, right? All that stuff.
Yep. And that's exactly how I'm gonna position it. I'm gonna have a big launch party, you know. And
As you should.
And that's how we're gonna do it. Fall, winter,
Yep.
it's up. Get a lot of traffic on there.
What made you choose that name? What you saying essentially?
Because Braille is it's a language that was invented for blind people,
Right.
and I wanted to just have that the deeper connection in there, so the connection you can feel.
Like a 5K or something, or something longer than a 5K?
Nah, I'm trying to do like a full marathon.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think full is 23.2, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah, one of my other clients, he actually been doing marathon for the past few years, kind of like all over the world.
I'm tripping. I think it's 26.
What's 26?
The marathon, I think it's 26.
Okay.
Yeah, 26 point something, whatever. But yeah, you get it.
Yeah, so yeah, man, he was explaining to me about training for it, and like it's not something you can just do. A lot of people, people who know about, who prepare to run marathons for the most part, especially for the first time, they gear up for it. And the people who've been doing it, they kind of keep in the same regimen just because they've been doing it for so long. But there's some people who do it for the first time and be like, man, I wasn't expecting this. And be like, bro, you did not gear up for this.
Right.
So, it sounds like me knowing you that you're actually going to be training for this at some point, right?
Yeah. I'll probably start training within like 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, after June, like the 9th or something like that.
Okay.
I'll probably get out. Yeah, no drinking for the summer.
No drinking?
No drinking, bro.
That's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be tough, but I won't have to work as hard during the winter. I'm most active during the summer, so it's just like, that's when I'm outside.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to take advantage of that. Just like, you know, in business, my busiest is during the summer.
Right.
You know, save up. By the time the winter comes, you ain't got to work as hard. You can just get bored, have fun.
Facts.
Because winter be boring. This shit here is hectic.
Yeah. Facts.
Netflix dude, so I'll just sit there and binge some shit for a little minute.
Yeah, same with me. I'll be in the house, bro.
Look up, it'd be a week later.
Yeah, man. I'm super excited, bro. It's been a while. I haven't really been on social media consistently for probably been like going on a year and a half now of being on social media consistently. So for me to come back out with this and to rebrand myself is super exciting. And also I just feel like I got that flame back. Sometimes you get flamed out of doing stuff, it gets repetitive and you feel like kind of like, what am I doing this for? But like now I feel like at this point I know exactly what I want to do, and I was just trying to figure out like how can I make this podcast more so not just easy to shoot, but also make it a part of my lifestyle. And this is part of it. Like I don't really see anybody in this space, you know, interviewing people as a cutter. I see a lot of people who are doing cut reviews or how do you want your hair cut. I see a lot of people doing barbershop talk, no clippers. Even LeBron James, the shop. They cut, but they're not really cutting in there. They like, all right, done, right?
For the aesthetic.
But like, nah, like I'm really cutting here as we're having this podcast. So I feel like this is a new space I feel like I'm going to open up. So yeah. I could be lying, and maybe we can find some people out there that's like, oh, this other guy in the UK is doing it. Well, I'm telling you, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, facts. Valid.
I haven't seen it. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and once like you can see the process of the haircut, you know what I mean? That's dope. Great idea, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
I know I needed this shit bad.
Was you on a work trip, or you just been grinding? You just had a chance to come in?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was, where was I at? Went to Charlotte, Dallas, Miami, and then now I'm back and I'll be gone for the next month, but I'll be back here in 2 weeks before I leave. So not next week, the week after.
The week after. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to ask you this too. How did the grow back go? I know we did the whole hydrotherapy ball treatment.
Bro,
Did you
was
bump up or
great.
anything like that? Did you have
Nah,
any flare
man,
ups or anything like that back there?
it was great.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yep, no flare ups, no nothing. It was perfect. I was like, damn, shit worked.
Yeah, man.
Very clean. It was worth it. It even felt different. Like
It felt
bro,
different after, right?
yeah.
Like you felt because.
Nah, that joint is on point. Yeah, and the process of it too was therapeutic.
Definitely.
So nah, I'll definitely be getting that again.
Got you. For y'all that don't know, man, if y'all want to book with me, book the hydrotherapy bar treatment. It's definitely an experience.
Hell yeah. Cosign. For real. Yeah, bro. I mean, what got you into barbering originally?
It's funny you say that. For me, barbering was a way in which one of my childhood barbers, messed up on the cut with me. Not the cut itself, but like I got nicked and it turned into a keloid in the back of my head. And at that point, I was kind of irritated with like waiting at the barber shop and then like waiting for my barber to get in and then trying to see my other barber across town. It's like I was just like, nah, I can't keep doing this. So I told my uncle one day that I wanted to be a barber. And so he came up, he lived down here in the DMV. And for Christmas, I was in Connecticut at the time, I was in high school. So he bought me some clippers, whatever like that. I was like, all right, man, you say you want to be a barber. Like, bought me some clippers. I was like, yeah, go ahead and start messing people up. That's how I get started.
Right.
He's like, go ahead and get started now because that's how you're going to learn. So fast forward a few years later, like, 3-4 years later, I was going to college. I was going to Norfolk State. And at that point, I already been cutting hair for like 3 years. So then I was like the freshman, like knew how to cut hair. And I was like, wow, I kind of felt like I was ahead of the game.
Right.
Because some people who learned how to cut hair as a freshman or a sophomore in college. And then by the time they were seniors, they were kind of good at it. But like, I kind of came in with experience already. So I was like super excited that I was already ahead of the game. And my uncle was like, yeah, just get your name out there. Do $2 cuts, $3 cuts. And I was like, that
Yeah, everybody pulling up.
You know what I'm saying?
Calendar was full.
What? By the time I got to spring, I went to $7. And then when I came back in the fall for my sophomore year, I was at $10 cuts. And $10 was like, all right, bet. That's still good because I was still under like market value. At that time, this is back in like 2010. So market value back then, it was like, if you was paying $25 for a cut, that was a solid cut. But I was like half of what the market value was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it still was good.
Had you been like, dog, I'm doing $2 cuts, bro, I'd have been in the chair every few days.
Now, mind you, by the time I got to my senior year, I was telling people, stop telling people my prices
my
was.
My joint up like this and all. Like, yeah, it's cool, bro. $2?
Nah, but yeah, that's what kind of got me into it, bro. I always had an interest in it. When I was younger at the barber shop, I used to always like watch how the barber was cutting hair and like, I don't know. And my barber could tell. He was like, are you interested? Because you like watching me like you a student. I was like, yeah, bro, I do want to learn. So from there, in between like summertime, I would come home and my brother Danny, he was cool with one of the barbershop owners and was like, yo, like my brother coming home from school, I need him to get a spot at your shop. And so I had a spot in his chair and it was up from there, man. So I always had somewhere, I had a summer job or a summer internship, but on weekends, even at home, I was still cutting hair. I mean, just honing in on my craft. And like, I feel like I had to like really like walking away from my calling this entire time. So I find it funny that I graduate college, I go back and get my barber license and start officially launch my own business and everything like that. And like, I'm doing it full time, but I feel like my calling was in front of me the whole time since I was 15 years old. And I was just like,
yeah,
going around it. You know what I'm saying?
Are you doing what you wanted to do? Like your dream was to be like, and you got a degree in.
No, like when you say like, what do you feel like I'm living the dream because I got my degree as a professional, or you feel like?
No, I'm saying, are you doing what you got your degree in, like professionally?
No.
Outside of your being an entrepreneur.
No.
Ain't that funny how that works?
Yep. That's why I said I was fighting against it, and as soon as I started embracing like me becoming a barber, everything, I won't say it came easy, but it was falling in seamlessly. Like the way I was wired, the way the barber industry is, the way the barber industry had like all these changes with technology and clippers and price ranges, and it was like I felt like I always felt like the barber industry was behind on, what's it called? Inflation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people who have been cutting hair from 1992 all the way to 2002 were still getting $12. Like it was like a decade worth of like prices staying the same. Like, oh yeah, $15. Like damn, bro, it's been $15 for 10 years. Like so when prices start going up and people saying, yo, you pay $40 for a haircut, 50 for it, I'm like, bro, we've been cutting hair. The trenches, you know what I'm saying, for a minute. Inflation was real in the barber industry. Like, it was stagnant for a long time. But now people appreciate the quality of a cut.
Yeah, that's how it is, man, with inflation. There's always pushback. And when the prices, go higher, we'll adjust eventually. Now it's the standard. And then the shit just keep going up.
So, yeah, I always tell people, like, my price is my price. You know, people look at my price and be like, dang, but like for me, it's like, bro, you're getting a different kind of experience. You're getting one-on-one. You're getting a guy who's been doing this for 20 plus years, who cares about your experience, your hair texture, who's gonna give you some education, who's gonna prioritize your time. All that goes into that price. It's a whole experience. All that goes into it. You know what I'm saying? People come here lately I've been getting, for the past couple of years, I'm getting a lot of kids and a lot of women. They feel comfortable coming to a one-on-one shop, a one-on-one studio where like they're not being watched. They could, like, their kids, they could have a little play area down here. It's a different kind of experience. You're paying for that too.
Yeah. Man, that's good. Turn this into KD Cuts nightclub. Had a bottle service coming straight to the chair. Get a shot.
Man, when the band get done, I mean, I got some plans of just trying to elevate, bro. Like, yeah. I can't just be a guy with just a van. Like, I gotta figure out a way to enhance that experience at the highest level.
Yeah. Turned up.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's where it's at, man.
Do you miss getting being in that space?
I can talk, and you do that.
No.
That's why I was like, hold. Let's go.
No, but go ahead. What's up, bro? I can work with this.
I'd be like, yo.
Like, how my mustache
I'd be nervous. Be like, yo, we got the content though. Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, I was working there for a couple years, and one thing that I loved was food, and I would always love to grill. And where I got that from, my mom she's an amazing cooker. She learned from my grandmother, but my dad, he really taught me, how to grill. That's one of the biggest things. I'm a real family-oriented guy, so the way me and my dad used to bond was, through steaks on the grill, burgers on the grill, a little vodka too, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Used to get it in. Still do, for real. But, so I took that concept from them both. Like, grill from him, how I bond with family, and then my mom concept with the love she puts into food.
Relax.
Yeah, so while I was at CMA, I started a food venue with my mom. And
you said you started a food venue with your mom?
Yeah, so this lady named Sandra, she owned a paintball facility in Virginia Beach, and I had brought this brisket to CMA.
Right.
Smoked that joint, I think it was 12 hours. Turned them up. And she was like, yo, you gotta, it was the first thing to go out of the potluck. She was like, yo, and man, them folks, man, they probably never had seasoned food like that. Well,
so when they had that,
hey, look,
when that shit, they taste buds, they was like, God damn.
She was like, huh? She was ready. She was like, yo, you gotta come. So me and my mom, we ended up starting Odell's Barbecue Luau.
Okay.
And her passion for food is bar none. She just loved the kitchen, bro. We just love food. That's one thing we share. So we ended up doing it, man. Had a phenomenal grand opening. It was lit,
Yep.
And then ended up getting a promotion to go to Miami, and I was in sales. I ended up getting fired, but I always was like, God had gave me. He gave me a journey, bro. And I say I ain't never heard God so clear in my life. When I first moved to Miami, I was spending endless bread. When I talk about just
matter of fact, I remember you being in Miami. What? You know why? Right? Because we took our 5-year trip to Miami. Me and Walker. It was his 5-year, but I was at ADP.
Yeah.
And it was 2017, and I remember seeing you out there. And we was at where we was at? We was at
Had a ball.
shoot, what was the nightlife thing was? The art district, the art joint.
Oh, Wynwood.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
And I love Wynwood, bro.
Wynwood. Man, it ain't the same when y'all came, but yeah, Wynwood was the spot.
Bro, that shit was lit, bro. I remember, now that you say that, it's crazy because now, as soon as you said, I'm like, yo, I remember seeing you in Miami when we went down there.
Yep. I was down there for 8 years.
Did you really like Miami during that time?
Loved, bro. It wasn't until like 2 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, like, we'll talk about that. But yeah, moved to Miami. God gave me a quest, bro. It was like so clear on the things I had to do. I was out there spending endless money. He was like, bro, you gotta stop spending money. 'Cause for the first 6 months, I had friends and everybody was just coming. I never had 1 weekend to myself for 6 months, bro.
Damn.
Until he was like, you gotta cut this off. So I ended up cutting off all of my friends from coming during the weekends. It would be sporadic, but it allowed me to save. And he was like, you gotta find a hobby. And I ended up picking up a camera. There's my line brother, Just.
Real quick, you want to shout out your frat? They know I'm a Sigma. I had Alpha here earlier, so you know.
Shout out to the noobs. Straight up. Man, my captain, 8-0.
All right.
Yeah, so my line brother, he had a camera and he would always be like, yo, this shit is so cool, man. So I ended up picking up a camera and learning photography. But the thing was, the hobby was, in order for me to ever have a food truck, I should probably like start shooting food to get closer to chefs so I can get some of their trade secrets and, the power of manifestation.
Absolutely.
So yeah, did that, and I hated taking photos of food because there was no money in it. And it was like, dog, you spend hours and hours and hours doing this and no money. Yeah. And I told y'all, man, I got that business mindset. So I ended up shooting models, man, and from there it just started to take off to Pepsi, to HBO, to all these things. And after I got fired a year after my being at that promoted job, I ended up buying a food truck. You know what I'm saying? And ended up moving my mom out to Miami. And we was running it up. But the food truck was jank. When I say that food truck, it wasn't jank in a sense where but it's like driving a food truck around and the fucking engine blow on you in the middle of the street type of thing.
Yeah, that
it was a beautiful it was a beautiful food truck, bro. I had one of my friends, he's a mural artist, and he painted the mural onto the truck. Right. Beautiful, bro. Man, when I say it was some of the best years of my life, bro, in that food truck. Damn. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, we was cooking 12-hour smoked brisket, jackfruit pulled pork, smoked. Man, and sometimes we'd just have different stuff, bro. We'd be in corporate offices, breweries. So we were just having fun, man. Damn. That's what it was about. So doing that on top of like building my brand, my photography, videography business. All right.
You want me to lighten up the mustache a little bit more?
Cut first. Yeah, you could bring it down.
Bring it down now?
Yeah.
I got you.
But like, as far as when it comes to like podcasting, like you want people's story, like how you want it vulgar, like what?
Nah, bro, it's just a barbershop talk. It's like whatever. A word. You know what I'm saying? It could be about business. It could be about sports. It could be about, it's just really the authenticity of real barbershop talk.
I'm about to come. Now, it's on. I can't wait.
But that's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. For y'all that don't know, you want to sit in the chair and have this experience. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever you want it to be, man. It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Hey, it's your boy KD Cuts. Thanks for tuning in today. If you want to see more content like this, please like, comment, and subscribe to my content, where I can bring my barbershop experience to you. Again, thanks for tuning in to Head to Head Podcast. Until next time, peace out.
They can't catch my waves. Mess around, catch a fade close against the grain. Cut from a different cloth. Katie grabbed the blades. With them tools, he's deadly. I'm feeling fly already. How about the chair busting levies? Know the drip.